good morning, good evening, good night, and welcome back to another episode of the HoloBros Podcast, the only podcast on the internet where it's the most and ultimate transparent podcast on the internet. And it is your boy Weezy, and I am brought back again here today with my good friend, my best friend, the guy, the co-host.
It's your boy Coop, man, aka the Great DC, man, and we are back at it again. Like my guy said, that was a beautiful intro, man. You feel me? I was feeling that. You know
Hey
what I mean?
man, had
But
to
yeah,
get the
man,
feelings started off right.
that's a fact. Levels is definitely good. Vibes is definitely accordingly. You know what I mean? And this is a beautiful week, man. Great week. Blessings, man. Blessings all around. Really lit, man. But without further ado, let's get this thing started.
Yeah, sure, ski. So on today's first topic of the HoloBros Podcast, Coop, congratulations, man. So our brother Coop has finally found a new spot. So what that means, some new scenery from my boy Coop coming soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Be getting more streams. You're gonna be getting more active, Coop. You know what I'm saying? Sound off. Let us know how you feeling, how you rocking, man. Let us know how you coming, dog.
First of all, man, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody else out there, man, that's been rocking with the kids, man. Feel me? Uh, bruh, crazy, bruh. Crazy moments, surreal moments, actually. Because honestly, bruh, it was times where I'm like, damn, like, even though, like, I'm the positive guy, at least I try to be as much as I can and, like, try to, like, speak things into existence, manifest, meditate,
Hmm.
pray, and all that stuff like that. It be times, like, when you get tested, I ain't gonna lie, like, you be like, damn. Because for those of you that don't know, I'm getting married June 25th of this year. So basically, literally a month from today, because we're recording this kind of, spoiling, breaking the fourth wall real quick with y'all. We're recording this on a Wednesday. We usually record on Thursday to get that out the way. But yeah, I don't care about that.
It
So
is what it
anyway,
is.
from
It's
today we're
logistics.
recording this, I'm getting married in a month. Literally. So long story short, as we're getting closer and closer to the date, we wouldn't find nothing and we were just like, bruh, like come on, like what's going on, right? So at one point, I think like last week, I think I was literally like annoyed, like just woke up on a Saturday, just like complaining, like not complaining, but just being mad, ungrateful, like
Mm.
bro, I'm never gonna find a place. So I started talking like that. I started talking like a little kid. I
Ah,
started talking like a little kid in
man.
the candy store, bro. Like mom said, nah, you like I'm never gonna be able to eat candy. Like, all right.
Nigga was
So like,
salty.
yeah, I was sick. Definitely woke up with the sickness. So I'm just like tight in the face. Like my girl see it, everything. Like I'm just tight, right? She trying to talk to me about it, but I'm like, sometimes I be getting stubborn. I'll be like, bro, like what you saying is good. I don't care though. Like that's the type of time. Like you feel me? We humans, so you feel me? That's
Yeah.
the type of time I was on. And like I said, I'm usually the guy that's like just stay positive guy, but I ain't gonna lie. I was at one point. I'm like, bro, this looking slow. Like at one point, I'm thinking about like I might have to stay. I might like me and my fiance may have to be living in different houses while we're married. Like at
Nah.
one point, right? So
Hell
long
no.
story short, y'all probably don't really care about all that backstory. Let's get straight to it. So, but I did feel like that was important to lead up to this point that I'm about to speak about. So through all that, like trials and tribulations, we looking at stuff is not working, or we like it, but they're giving it away before we can even look at it or pay for it, or they're just not choosing our application. All of that trial and error, blah blah. We on Friday, last Friday, we see a place and the place like it's not far from where I live. It's not far from where my guy Jonesy lives and where my guy Justin work at. But so it's around that area, so it's not too far. It's pretty close.
Hmm.
But the place that we seen, like it looked good, but the bedroom was like too small. Like I got a huge bed. As y'all can see, that's my headboard behind me. The black, that's my headboard.
Yeah.
So I have a huge bed. Like I can't even. My bed is not even fully in the camera. But so the lady was like, the realtor was like, yeah. So how do you like it? Like yeah, it's good, but because it really was. It was a nice place, but the bedroom was just it was too small. So
Right. It's
she
not
was
enough
like, oh
space.
well, that's a fact. What's that commercial? Too much stuff, not enough space.
I know
What's that,
exactly what
Chris?
commercial you're talking
Yo,
about.
what is that, bro? And
Yo.
you got to vacuum seal it or something like that. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I
If you
know
don't,
what
get
you're
culture.
talking. I know what you're
That's what I'm
talking. I
saying.
just
They
can't think of
know.
the name.
Weezy, they got to know too, or they got to get culture. It's one or the other.
Oh,
It's
what
either you know
commercial
what
is
we're
that?
saying, or you have to get culture. too much stuff, not enough
Bro,
space.
that's going to
I know
that's
what I'm
going
talking
to
about.
annoy the fuck out of me. I have to find out what that is
All
now.
right, well, while I'm telling the story, go find it out. But so yeah, so pretty much yeah, it was. We found a place. It was like we liked it, but the bedroom was too small. So we told her like yeah, it's not gonna work. So it was kind of like once again playing in my head like story of our lives right now. Like we see something and it's like it's good, but it's just not for us. So it's like we get so close. You found it?
Yeah, space bags. Is that what it was?
Nah, it can't be, dude.
That, bro,
It can't be, dude.
I swear that's what's coming up, bro.
Try to mute your mic and play the commercial because the commercial is what's gonna tell you. They're like too much stuff.
Man, hold up, bro, hold up.
All right, it's cool. I'm gonna be talking anyway. So anyway, like I was saying, guys, while he tries to find that, we it's kind of like, oh, well, it's a story of our lives. Like we find something, but it's just not for us. So right before, like, somebody tell her that, I'm thinking like, okay, cool. She's gonna be like, oh, okay, like blah blah, blah, like hope we find what you're looking for, whatever, stranger pleasantries, and just go on with our lives. But for some reason, she was like, oh well, I have another place that's in this apartment that's
Yeah,
literally
it was
right
that.
here. It was that.
It was that. It was
I see why they didn't do nothing. No disrespect, guys. That's a terrible name, guys. No disrespect. Come on. Like
it,
y'all probably realize that now. That's not a catchy name.
it's
Like
space bags, bro. You know.
that's trash. Base bag. No disrespect. Like shout out to all businesses. Like, but y'all could have came up with something more clever than that. Space
Hey,
bags.
hey, man. You know, anything that sells. Fuck it.
It didn't though. All right, never mind. I'll shout out to space bags. No, seriously.
Yo,
I hope
that's
y'all make a
sick.
comeback. I hope y'all make a comeback.
That's
And
sick.
hopefully our stuff is good. No disrespect. No, we not here to disrespect, but that's not a good name. Like y'all could have came up with something better than that. As Weezy about to spit his water out on his keyboard. But anyway, like we were saying, well, like I was saying, space bags, they're gonna do better. But yeah, so she ended up like, yo, there's actually a bigger space. If you guys need a bigger space, I'll show you a bigger space. Now in my head, I'm like, because
Like,
first of all, we live in New Jersey, so at this moment in time, as you know, well, as most people know out there, rent is crazy. Along with the cost of like just houses and everything is crazy. So this place that she showed us was like damn near $1,500. So I'm like, you gonna show us a bigger place, and you're probably gonna charge us like $1,800. Now I can afford that, but I will be literally penny pinching to be able to stay there, right? So if she would have said that out of the question, like the max I was going was 1,700, and even that is like I gotta be on my Jordan Vaughn strangle shit just to stay in there. So long story short, we end up seeing it. First thing, I ain't gonna lie, like ask my wife, like we went in there, bro. The living room was huge, like huge. They got a fireplace, huge, right? So I'm like, like my guard is still up because I'm probably like, all right, yeah, they definitely gonna be like, this place is 2,400 a month, some crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still got my guard up. I'm not too excited. I'm not getting my hopes up too much, but I'm like, damn, like that shit caught me like OD,
Facts.
like that was the first thing that caught me because as y'all know, I'm trying to stream. I got my PC set up, all that, blah blah. Me and we just trying to do the podcast. So I just needed a space, right? So like I was telling my wife, like I just need a space. I just need a corner. That's all I need is a corner. Move. Give me a corner and move. Right. So I felt like it was huge. Like I'm like, okay, well this solves the PC problem because there was other places too that we were looking at, but I didn't fit, and I need to fit because like I need to do this. This is what I want to do. So long story short, the living room was huge. That caught my attention. Caught my attention so much so I didn't even know we had a back door in that house. And my girl was like, yeah, because we were talking about parking. She was like, yeah, we can also come to the back door. I'm like, we got a back door.
Nigga,
She's like,
what?
Easy, I didn't care about nothing else. I seen a living room with a fireplace. Oh man, and mad windows, bro. If y'all seen that not episode, if y'all seen Batman, the newest one, where in the beginning, where the dude gets killed in the office and he doing surveillance, it looked like that shit.
Chill.
Yeah.
Nah.
It looked like that shit, so I don't care about nothing else. I could have left right there.
Oh, you was sold.
Bro, what? Nigga, was I sold? Nigga, I was sold, shipped. I was everything. What? I was express delivery. What is you talking about?
Yo, express delivery is crazy.
Nigga, what? Like
What?
I was one of them shit by the time like you started typing in your card number, the shit already was at your door. That's how I was. What?
Ah, see,
Nigga, what?
see,
My soul. Soon as I seen
see.
that, it's I said, "What a fireplace?" Ask me if I think it works. I don't care. What you talking about?
Wait,
What?
wait.
Even if it don't work, I don't care. What are you talking about? I don't care. It's the vibe. Look at the
Yo.
aesthetic, Weezy. The aesthetic is what matters. I don't care if it works. I'm not throwing logs in there. Are you nuts? I look like, yo, I'm about to go
Yo.
to the store. Yo, babe, you how many logs you think we need for this? What? Are you what?
Ah,
I'm not
see,
using that. It's the
see.
vibes though. It's the aesthetic.
Nah, you right, you right.
What?
But more cases than not though, it's an electric one though. More
Let them
cases.
Weezy, let them niggas help. Oh, I'm a wild in their crib. What? Anyway, so long
Yo.
story short, because I know I'm probably rambling, but yeah. So long story short, we end up seeing a place. It's cool. The only thing I don't like about that place, honestly, is that our room is connected to the bathroom pretty much. So like it's like kind of like we got our own bathroom, but when company comes over, it's gonna be not weird, but it's just like you gotta go in our room basically to use the bathroom. So it's
Uh.
not too bad, but because it's not like all right, so you walk in there, boom, the bathroom, and then boom. But it's like you walk in, the bathroom is immediately the first thing you see on your left. Like when you walk in the door, you look to your left, the bathroom right there. Then you got to
Okay.
go down. It's like a corridor kind of. So it's not like if you walk in, you could just see our room. Like
Mhm.
you could see our room, but not really. Like it's kind of like a corridor. And then if you keep walking straight more, then our room is like in there, but it's pretty much like my point is it's like in the same like you gotta if you open that door to our room you're in the like in the bathroom pretty much.
Yeah. Basically,
So
it's
that
connected.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I really didn't like. The kitchen is renovated. It got mad places for storage.
See.
Not only in the living room is it long. Pause. I don't know if that's pause. I said living room. Hopefully that's not a pause. But
That's
anyway,
not a
just in
pause.
case, I'm gonna say pause. But it's also mad tall, easy. Like literally, like that scene in Batman. That's the first thing I thought of. Like the
Yo.
windows and everything is like dead ass. I'm telling you. When
Yo,
you come over,
what?
you'll see it, bro. That's the first thing that caught my eye. I didn't care. Like literally today, I just found out we had a back door. And I'm dead ass. I'm like, well, we got a back door.
Yo, yo,
I'm like, he's like, yeah, because she said, yeah, like we were
yo,
talking about
what?
like. She's like, yeah, I like how we can also come through the back door. I'm like, we got a back door. What do
Yo,
you mean by that?
this nigga Coop saw he had a back door on the first day. That shit went through one ear and out the other. He said,
Bruh, I didn't even care. I don't even, I forgot we even had a room. I didn't even know we had a bedroom. Like, wait, we got a bedroom in the house or somewhere we could sleep?
"Alright,
I
bro,
just cared about the kitchen. I mean, I just cared about
the
bro,
fireplace."
I don't even remember the kitchen, bro. Like, I know the kitchen is renovated only because I seen the kitchen in the first one.
Yo, you
And they
bullshitting,
got the
bro.
same kitchen. Bro, I didn't care, bro. I
Yeah.
seen what I needed to see. I seen all I needed to see. And then no, here's where the magic was, Weezy. I said, yeah, so how much is this gonna run us? A month. I'm thinking, all right, okay, 2400, some wild
Okay,
shit. So I
okay,
could
okay.
like, all right, bet. Appreciate you. We up out there.
Yeah, facts.
She said 1600. I said, what?
What?
1600?
What?
I'm like, wait, what's that? That's like the deposit? She's like, no, that's like the rent. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, once she said that, I looked at her. I'm like that. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, this me. Yeah, this me.
yeah,
Like no,
yeah.
notice what I said. I didn't say this us. No, this me. This all me.
Ah,
This me.
see,
Bro, once I seen
see.
that, I'm like, oh, this me kid. I
Now,
what? I'm like, oh, this me. What?
now, now,
1600?
now, Cooper was claiming his spot. See,
Well, what? Wait,
see.
tomorrow? We sign a lease tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow at 5. So tomorrow I'm bringing Weezy. I'm bringing a tape measure. So I already told you what I'm doing. What? I'm
Yeah,
measuring out I gotta see what kind of desk I need to order. I already got my green screen. I got my mic. They're gonna see a whole when we go live again. They're gonna see a whole different setup. God willing. God willing, we get set up and everything is like goes to plan.
that's a fact.
Y'all gonna see a whole different setup. Like,
I
yo, where's
will,
this headboard at?
I will
Where's the
say,
curtains at?
nah, that's a fact. I will say this though, not to cut you off.
Now you
Just,
good? Go ahead.
just in case if we not uh live on next Saturday, we will let you guys know.
Yeah, for
On
sure, definitely.
both our socials, just let you guys know if we couldn't or were able to record the next episode. But like I said, we'll let you guys know as we progresses. So
Yeah, but honestly, keep it a G with y'all. Like, if push come to shove, I'll do the shit on my phone.
facts.
Like, you feel me? So like, we gonna get to it no matter what,
That's a fact.
unless like something God forbid like really
Yeah.
drastic happens. But like, even if I'm not set up in time, y'all just see me doing like this shit on my phone, like holding shit up like that. But yeah, so long story short, really the purpose of the story, besides was like to tell y'all like updates on me, was just more so like I always got a burp when I do this shit. I don't know. But anyway, what is wrong with my immune system? Anyway, so
Indigestion.
yeah, Pepto Bismol sponsor us quick. But let me chill before because we gonna do this shit all day. They know how we be. We gonna do this shit all day. But the point of this whole thing is what I'm saying, guys, is even when you feel like you're down, even when you feel like it's not gonna work out, God is gonna make a way for you. You just gotta keep that faith and keep believing and just keep being a good person, keep doing what you have been doing before. If it was good, if it was bad, don't do that no more. But just
Facts.
in good faith that what you were doing before was good and positive, keep doing what you're doing and keep staying true and just keep having faith, keep praying, just keep believing, always believe. One thing you need to do is believe. In
Mhm.
both spirituality and religion, the main key is belief in all of that. And just even if you don't believe in any of those, and life in general, the main key is belief. Anybody that made it told you that they believed it. They
Yep.
believed they could. There may have been times where they didn't always believe because we're humans. We have that doubt. You know what I mean? Sometimes the devil creeps in or that doubt creeps in our mind. Like,
Mhm.
nah, I can't do this or nah, I can't. That's what happened to me. I'm like, nah, we not going. I'm like, bro, we probably gonna end up being the first married couple to be living in two separate houses type shit. So that's how I was thinking, but just literally, just like that, boom, right on the dot.
Mhm.
Like I've been saying this and I'll say it again. Even when I was being doubtful, like about not even God, but just well, really it was doubtful of God because if we just being like just shooting it straight, that even I wasn't intentionally doubting God, but just me doubting that I wasn't gonna get a place was me doubting God. So that's another thing too. Stop doubting God. Like I had to tell that to myself. Like, why would I even doubt God? Because when it works out, you're gonna be saying the same thing that I'm saying right now. Like, why did I even like you're gonna be looking at God like, why did I even doubt
Facts.
you? Because
Facts.
at the end of the day, bro, or sis, whatever, God has the most impeccable timing. So just stay true, man. Keep believing. Like, and look at my story as an example. I was down at one point, like, I don't think so. And right on the dot, perfect timing, literally. Getting married in a month from today when we're recording this.
That
And
ass.
we found a place that we both like. It's not one of those places where we're just so desperate we'll take anything. It was something that we actually liked for a good price, a really
Mhm.
good price at that. And most things are included. So it's like, what more can you really ask for, bro? Like the things we were
Yeah.
asking for mainly was just a place for us that was clean, that wasn't in the hood, that had a spot for my PC, and it just was. We was able to just be living in there comfy, not all bunched up like sardines or something like that. You feel me? So,
Mhm.
but long story short, that was my experience. But I also wanted to share that, like I said, with you guys to maybe relate that to something in your life where you feel like it's not working and just subconsciously or unintentionally you're doubting God's ability. Don't doubt God. I'm telling you, God works in mysterious yet wonderful ways, and He always has the most impeccable time. And one thing I always said, and I have been saying on the pod, is even when you think it's hopeless, God showed you that there's still hope. So never doubt it. Keep staying that course, and whatever you're going through in your life right now, and you're kind of in the same position that I am. Maybe not about an apartment, but just about anything like a hardship or something that you feel like it's an obstacle that you really can't get past or get over or get around. God will show you. You can do it.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, you're not alone. You're walking with the high. You're walking with the Most High. So, but with that being said, easy. Anything you want to add to that topic, or are we going to get right into the next topic, my brother?
Nah, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you for coming as far as you have.
Appreciate you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? This next step is a big one. I know that for a fucking fact.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
and you know, bro, you know what I'm saying? Niggas always here for you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
The
always
fact.
rooting for you, always behind your back, no matter what. So,
Likewise, dog.
so
Likewise, my guy.
Yeah, man. My boy Coop, you know what I'm saying? This week rather. Yeah, this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Also, be on
man.
the lookout. Be on the lookout for a stream, man. I'm gonna be promoting stuff.
Finally.
Be on the lookout, man. It's been long enough, man. It's been long
Finally.
enough. I have to get my all my stuff set up, so it maybe in like a week or two, maybe two max, because I still got to get all my stuff set up as far as like my Streamlabs, OBS, whatever. I
It
got to do
shouldn't
all
it
that.
shouldn't take that long. It really shouldn't.
All right,
I'll walk
cool.
you through that shit.
Yeah, all right, because I just got to figure all that out, make sure I'm trails, make sure everything is healthy, and then we good, bro.
Yes, sir, ski. Yes, sir, ski. So, moving on to this week's next topic of today. You know what I'm saying? In life, you know what I'm saying, we always try to follow a specific journey or a specific purpose rather. And you know, it can seem quite dimming when we go down one path and it doesn't work out. What are some ways we could ultimately end up finding another purpose that could ultimately work out for us, Cool?
Uh, trying to think about how to word this. So, first thing I would say to start is just overall finding your purpose. And I think where that comes with really self searching, like soul searching, I want to say, like within yourself. Like the way to find your purpose, you really honestly you have to look within yourself, to be honest. Like look within yourself, and then like what I do is I try to figure out in what ways can I help this world. You know what I mean? Like what
Mm-hmm.
ways can I help this world that I would also love to do, because I think your purpose really lies within what you like to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like let's say you like to paint or you like to do whatever. That might be your purpose. And I'm gonna say might because obviously you might like to paint and that might be part of your purpose, but you may have an even greater purpose that expounds upon painting. Like you may paint and then on top of that, like your painting was your purpose to lead you to your bigger purpose, which was something else. Like I don't know, hosting charity events and auctioning off your paintings to help the poor or the less fortunate, or something else, or doing something in your community, like or donating your paintings to like schools or children's hospitals or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So my point with that is to really find your purpose, like especially for you young people, like our age and younger, or even older, right? Because like we say on this podcast, it's really geared to help the younger people, but it's mainly geared to like anybody that is willing to listen and really like understand. So it don't even matter how old you are. There's people that literally die before they even fulfill their purpose or even know their purpose. So
That
our
is.
goal really is to help you guys figure out how to find it. We can't help you figure out what it is, but we can help guide you in the right direction of what it
Mm-hmm.
could be. So the first thing I would say is, what are your interests? That's the first thing I would say. What are your interests? Because a lot of times your plans your plans a lot of times align with God's plans, if that makes sense. Because you are designed for a reason. We're designed for a reason. Like there's a reason why Weezy likes what he likes. There's a reason why I like what I like. There's a reason why you like what you like.
That
So
is.
what do you like first and foremost, what do you enjoy? And then also think about how you can use that to help others. You know what I mean? So let's say something as simple as you're a good teacher. You're good at explaining things. Well, you can your purpose may be being a coach or being a leader in some sorts in your community, or starting a group or starting a ministry, or
Yep.
whatever. You know what I mean? So or just understanding how to help younger people achieve their goals, like being a type of like life coach or business coach or whatever. That may be your purpose. And another thing, a really crucial thing to do if your goal is to really find your purpose and sooner, meditate, meditate. And pretty much, we talked about this before, but meditation, don't look at it as nothing, crazy or spooky or whatever. If you're religious, you may look at meditation as like some type of black magic or something, like you summoning evil spirits and
Hmm.
boogity boogity boogity. But no, it's not that.
Hoodoo your voodoo, bitch.
Yeah, like As soon as you hear that, the bongos from Scooby Doo and Shaggy running start playing.
Yeah.
Like, nah, relax. But yeah, no, like the Bible talks about meditation. I'm pretty sure the Quran, I'm pretty sure all religions have some sort of meditative verbiage in their scriptures and
Oh
things
no,
like
no
that
doubt.
because meditation is important because meditation is how you connect with yourself and also connect with your spirit, which is why it is taught mostly in spirituality, but also in spiritual books like the Bible, the Quran, etc. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
long story short, meditation. I think we could go more on a deeper topic about that. We talked about that before, but that's meditation. I think we're kind of saving that topic. We should like discuss it. We'll probably discuss it within the next few episodes,
Yeah,
but
at some
because
given point.
we got it like it's like a deep delve. Like even the
Yeah.
stuff we were talking about was like surface level. I think in our first couple episodes, that
Hmm.
was kind of surface level stuff, but it's deeper than like the
Oh yeah.
surface that we
It's
were talking about. So
it's like a huge ass iceberg
yeah,
with
yeah,
meditation.
facts. That's a
Like
fact.
it's
Yeah,
it's it's so many like intricate levels, cause like
yeah,
you have your meditation right, but like it's like a rabbit hole. Like
yeah.
it should.
Red pill, blue pill, man. Which one you taking, man?
That's a fact.
Get
That's
culture.
a
That's
fact.
Matrix. I be dropping these. Come on, pick them up. I'm dropping these on the ground. Pick them up as I go along. Come on. I know what to do. But anyway, long story short, meditation is another way to help you really find your purpose because it allows you to connect with yourself. It allows you to block out all the other things in life that don't really matter and really focus on yourself. And those are the times where ideas and just different things just pop into your head. And when they pop into your head, act on them.
Hmm.
Hopefully, they're good ideas. Please, God, please be good ideas.
It's too
But
much negative shit out here for it to be a negative idea.
yeah, well, well, no, actually, let me be responsible because there probably is kids watching this with discernment, meaning understand like if you have some crazy because not all of those voices necessarily like
Are
the
good.
devil, yeah, the devil can pop in and try to trick you with certain things. Like we see it all the time. Like these people be like, oh, I heard a voice in my head that told me to do such and such, some crazy shit. Don't do nothing like that. But what I'm saying is things that are good, like oh well, like purpose wise, oh my purpose is to start a ministry. My purpose is to
Start
be
video
more,
editing.
yeah, like be more involved in this aspect of gaming or entertainment or be a teacher or be some type of leader in the community or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So those like don't we have to be able to understand what are negative things and you know what I mean. So with discernment, guys, I don't want to just tell you just act on this anything you hear immediately. No, with discernment. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the devil is still exists. The devil can still pop in at any time and try to whisper things in your ear and get you to do crazy things. So with discernment, when you hear those good, positive things in your ear, act on them because those are the Holy Spirit telling you it's time. Or if you're not religious, because I talked about that on another podcast. Like they're both intertwined. For some reason, they got split apart for whatever, but they're both intertwined. So the Holy Spirit or the universe, as y'all would probably know it better as,
Hmm.
is gonna would tell you, yo, this is what you need to do, or blah blah blah. So yeah, long story short, meditation also just figure out what your interests are, and most of the time they're gonna your purpose and your interests. Bless you. It's gonna rely not rely align. That's what I'm trying to say. Align somewhere in between those. So, but also too another thing that I want to say real quick before I pass it to Weezy, sometimes there are things that we interest us and we feel like oh our purpose, but as we get closer to those things, you realize, nah, it's not it, because you don't feel
Hmm.
fulfilled. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Your purpose should and will fulfill you when you're
Hmm.
on your purpose. It will fulfill you. It will always have you at peace, and it will always keep you joyful. You know what I mean? So
Facts only.
yeah, so you know if you're on your purpose when you are fully fulfilled, like or when your fulfillment is getting more and more like full.
Yeah.
I think yeah, you know what I mean. So like when it's like when you're being more and more fulfilled, that's when you know you're getting closer and closer to your purpose. Like when you
Last.
just love doing something,
Hmm.
Like you love it, like you would do it for free if you could, because a lot of times you start off doing it for free,
Yep.
like one of those things. So that's what I want to say about that. About finding your purpose, things like that. Weezy, what do you have to add, my brother?
Uh, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna say it.
Gonna do it again,
I'm
bro.
not. I'm
Gonna
not.
do it
I'm
again, man.
not
Every
gonna say
week,
it.
man.
I
Nigga gonna
guys, yeah, I know. I know y'all thought I was about to say it again, but I ain't gonna
the
say
nigga
it
gonna
again.
be in. Yo, man,
But
yo. Every time you be taking what you want to
hey,
say, bro.
man, hey,
Y'all,
hey,
y'all
dog.
got it.
I wasn't even about to say it this time though. What I
All
was
right, go
about
ahead.
to say though, you know what I'm saying? Like who said, meditation, finding what truly interests you. Like on a day-to-day basis, after you come home from school, work, whatever you gotta do, after your main responsibilities that you get done, your main chores that you have to get done, whatever. What do you do in your free time? What is one of your hobbies that you're more so interested in? What is one of the hobbies that, you know what I'm saying, actually, like Hoop said, give you fulfillment, actually make you happy and at peace, and you know what I'm saying, when you find those things and or a thing that makes you happy and you know what I'm saying, brings your cup to a more full perspective, you know what I'm saying, you can take that and that could ultimately be a new purpose. Like, bruh, that was me with YouTube and video editing. I've been doing YouTube since 2009.
Bro,
It's been about 12 fucking years. So, you know what I'm
that's my
saying?
guy. Word up.
Yo, chill, man. Chill, man. He you know what I'm saying? He passed away a long time ago. But yeah, man, but uh so it's like I say that to say like
Jesus Christ, man.
once you realize that you've been doing something for a very long time without like ultimately thinking about it, and then when you finally do have that self-awareness and it's like, yo, like I could kind of make a thing out of this, out of what I'm doing, out of, you know what I'm saying, whether it be like who said art, like I said, video editing, video games, streaming, whatever, whatever is positive and what makes you happy, that could potentially end up being a purpose at the end of the day. Potentially
Facts.
anything and everything in this world can ultimately be your purpose. But it's just all about finding it, and it's just all about making sure that it's a good purpose that you want to follow, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to like just do something just to do it. If it's not, if you're not being fulfilled, if you aren't feeling like, yo, like I could do this for 30 years easy. If you're not feeling that at your where you're currently at, then that's not your purpose. That's really not.
Facts.
That's not. Cause you have to think like,
Spokes to these niggas, then, man. Spokes.
hey man, I'm just saying, bro. Cause it's real shit. Cause it's like
Facts.
if you're if you're sitting in somewhere and it's like, yo, like and it's like one of them where you consistently like just watching the clock every single given moment, bro. It comes to a certain point in time where you have to be self-aware and be like, yo, like this ain't it. Like this ain't what I want to do, because you're always watching that clock. You're always looking for the next thing that's out of there, and not more so focus in on what you're going through at the current moment. If you really think about it, if you're not focusing on what's going on at the current moment, that's not your purpose. That's really not your purpose. You're not meant to be there. You're meant to be there because you're probably just getting money or some shit, but you're not meant to elevate and grow in that certain lane that you're in. And that's what differentiates between a purpose and something that you're just doing for the current time. You always want to be following your purpose no matter what. Whether it's if it's something big, small, good, bad, or indifferent, well, I won't even say good, bad, or different, but mostly good, just to stay off the bad path. But you know what I'm saying? It's about a certain level of awareness. That's what I feel comes with it too. When you think like, all right, my purpose, okay, here's what I like to do. Here's where I'd rather mostly like to spend my time at. And so you have to fully realize and be aware of that. Like, yo, like, is this what I want to do? And then you have to run with that. You can't just not be aware of that and not run with it, because you only be doing yourself a disservice, because it'll be a piece of yourself longing to be wanting to go on that journey, on that purpose, on what you want to do, and you're not fulfilling that. So like Coop said, if you have an idea for something and you're meditating, act on that immediately as soon as you're done, because you don't want to keep that other side of yourself yearning and fiending for to be fulfilling that purpose that you want to fulfill, but you're not allowing yourself to fulfill that. So don't allow yourself to get in the way of your own purpose, is what I'm trying to say to that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I have for that. It's just, you know what I'm saying, be self-aware, you know what I'm saying, actually recognize and see what you like, what you don't like, what you would do, what you won't do, and go from there. Meditate, obviously key. Um, I feel like I'm missing one other thing, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Guys, this video, like, we don't write none of this down. We write the topics down, but we don't, like, so we miss stuff, and like you're somebody that's more experienced or know about more stuff in a topic. You may be like, nah, yo, y'all missed this or y'all missed that. That was like something basic or something like that, or even if it's more advanced. We didn't cover it because we're going more over basic stuff, because like I said before, we're this is like a building block of
Yeah,
like information. We don't want to just like give out the like we don't want to be teaching pre-calc when people are not even ready for algebra 2 yet. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
we want to like kind of slowly build up to that. So it's either A, we're doing that, or B, we just forgot. Like, it happens. Like, so like I said, we
Mhm.
don't really write none of this down. We don't really take like the notes. This is really all off the cuff of just the knowledge that we've acquired throughout the years and things like that along
That's
our
a
journey.
fact.
So yeah, we don't claim to be experts. We're not experts on none of this stuff. We're just here because we want to potentially help you guys, or at least help one person, and possibly entertain you guys along the way. So
Yep.
yeah. But one thing I did want to add, or really a couple things. First thing first, your purpose goes before. Like, when you find your true purpose, it's above all else.
100%.
Because at the end of the day, your purpose is literally your purpose. That's what you were created. That's what you were put on this earth for.
Yep.
So everything else comes second to that, or third or fourth, whatever. But that is your number one thing. Your purpose is your number one thing. Don't worry about, oh well, if I do this, then such. No, worry about your purpose. Don't worry about none of
Mhm.
that other stuff. And then also, like Weezy was saying, don't confuse purpose with pleasure, because there's a lot of things that make you happy or make you feel pleasurable
Mhm.
that don't fulfill you at the end of the day. So remember, the key thing about your purpose and the way you know it is if you're fulfilled afterwards,
Yep.
right? So like, let's just use an example, right? A person that's just, like, going out and just smash, like a dude. He's going out and he's smashing everything walking, right?
Mhm.
He necessarily won't be fulfilled afterwards. He'll have pleasure during those during those moments, but he's not going to be fulfilled at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's not really purposeful, if that makes sense. So, and a lot of people understand that, but let's also use a different topic. Let's use money. You hear about a lot of times money don't make you happy, money don't make you this, money don't make you that. A lot of times people get that money and they're not fulfilled. Like, for example, I just watched I Am Athlete podcast. Shout out to them with Kyrie on there. And Kyrie said, because at the end of the day, every professional athlete plays for the championship, for whatever the top thing is in that sport, championship, the gold medal, whatever, right? So when he got that, he said he still wasn't fit. He was still empty inside, because that wasn't his purpose. His purpose wasn't to win a championship. That was something that was going to be along the path for him, but his purpose wasn't to win the championship. His purpose was something else. So he needed to find something. All right, he needed to find something that fulfilled him. And yeah, so once again, the fulfillment part is what really counts in that. Obviously, what you like to do is in there, but find that fulfillment, and that's really all I want to say. And also, real quick too, your purpose don't it could be big or it could be small. Like not everybody in the Bible had a major purpose. Like this person was uh King David or King Solomon, or not everybody was that, or John or Peter or whatever.
That's a fact.
Some people's purpose was just to be a good father or a good husband or a good mother or a
Hmm.
good wife. So you may have kids or may have a wife and find out that was your purpose all along. And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. So don't feel like, oh man, it's still not my purpose because even though I feel really fulfilled doing this, it has to be something greater because you see social media around you trying to fool you and trick you into thinking, your purpose has to be that you have to be a billionaire and ride on private jets all day.
Yeah.
That's not the case. So don't let social media steer you in that direction. And just remember, as long as you're fulfilled, you're doing the right thing. As long as you're at peace and fulfilled, you're doing the right thing. So that's all
Hmm.
I want to say for that.
100%. Coop. You know what I'm saying? You speaking some true ass motherfucking words, name. But so that actually connects to the next topic. What's your purpose?
Uh, what's my purpose? I want to say my purpose, honestly, bro, is just to like. I feel like and this is gonna sound probably arrogant to some of y'all, but I feel like my purpose is to honestly be a be a blessing to others. So I feel like because like I would consider myself a generous person. Like I help people. Like if people actually, oh, can I get some bread or
Hmm.
whatever, I send out money to people all the time. Like, and that's not to say, yo, I'm such a good person, but
Right.
it's like it's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like being that in itself is the reason why we started this podcast because we want to help y'all.
Yeah.
Uh, the reason why we're doing other things like I get fulfillment out of entertaining people. I like making people laugh. I like making people like just be entertained. Like just you know what I'm saying? So I get a lot of fulfillment out of that. I get a lot of fulfillment out of helping people. So I just feel like I think my purpose kind of lies somewhere around there, more of like the entertainment, but also helping people and giving back. So like when I like God willing, I get like the the wealth to be able to really like help people in a more major and impactful way, like
Yeah.
help families that's in need or help this charity or help this whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I always I always felt like that was my purpose, and so far, I feel like I'm on the right path towards that. So, but like I said, like I was telling y'all in the beginning on the previous topic, it can all change. Like I could get to that certain level or whatever of entertainment or helping people where I'm still not fulfilled, and I realize no, it could be something else, and also it could be that plus some more things. That's another thing about your purpose, like you can have more than one purpose.
Yup.
I guess it could be like layers. So it could be
Yup.
like, yo, not your purpose could be being this, but also be this as well. So it could be more than just one like set core purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
sometimes, or a lot of times, I want to say we're not just here for one sole thing. Like we're here for one main thing, but there's also small things that are like attached to that. So, uh, without me rambling too long, I feel like that's my purpose. So, what you got for me?
Um. Yeah. To be honest, bro, this is probably like the first time I want to say I've like sat down and just like just thought about it for real. But honestly, I want to say like my purpose. It's really just something like you, something in entertainment field, but I guess not really so much more on the like front lines. Like yeah, like doing the podcast thing, doing what we do with D2R, yeah. But I've been on both sides. I've been behind the camera. I've been in front of the camera. Like honestly, I more so enjoy being behind the camera. I'll be completely honest. It's like it's not the fact that I can't be in front of the camera because I could do both. Like it comes second to me. But I don't know, bro. Like I feel like you know what I'm saying. I'm more so I've always been good with money. Like I've always you know what I'm saying. I've always been good with technology, electronics, all that shit. So you know what I'm saying. I'm more so like I always felt like I was like in a way meant to be tech support, but also like somebody to give back. You know what I'm saying? Cause I love giving back. Like you know what I'm saying. I try to give when I can. Like anybody who know me know. You know what I'm saying? I'll give the shirt off my back type shit. If you know what I'm saying, if I got it, but I don't know, bro. Like like I want to say like I kind of thought about like this question before, but I want to say is definitely like I know it's something in the entertainment field. Like I know it's something with video editing. Like I said, if I gotta get in front of the camera, I get in front of the camera, cause like I said, that shit second nature to me at this point. But I don't know. I'm more so like I said, background, like catch me in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm more so being like the executive meetings, like trying to make some shit shake. But I don't know. I feel like I really feel like that's my purpose. Like I'm more so like the background. I'm more so like the support, the backbone in a way. But I don't know. Maybe I should have thought about it a little bit more and fleshed it out. But
No, that's a fact. This is good though. Like this is literally showing them like we human too. Like we may not necessarily understand our full purpose or even have given it that much thought, and that's why I think these are good topics, things like that, where it's something
facts.
where we haven't even given it much thought to show them like, yo, listen, we going through this journey the same way y'all are. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like we maybe had a little head start, maybe more of a head start than some of y'all, because maybe some of y'all just starting to learn this information now, but like we're on this journey with y'all. We're not
Yeah.
perfect, nor are we experts. So I feel like that's why this is more so like really not to be cocky, but this is really like a good podcast. Like this is really a nice niche for a podcast space because a
Yeah.
lot of these podcasts have like a superiority complex with their
Mhm.
viewers to where it's like, oh damn, they're like way better than me.
Yeah. Type
But like
shit.
as y'all could see us as like, nah, they just saying like these the homies, like they going through this with us. It's almost like it's a growing experience for all of us, as opposed to we're way up here and y'all down here and y'all just looking at us in awe. And like, damn,
Yeah.
I really wish I can get to their level one day. But nah, we right here with you. We gonna grow
Yeah.
with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like these are good topics. Like even like the ones where it's like, oh damn, I wish I would have thought about this more. Like even though we just told y'all to think about it, and Weezy didn't necessarily think about it, it's still like it's kind of like him talking to himself. Like a lot of times I'll be saying that too. A lot of times people when they talk, they talking to themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to see it. You got to just change your perspective. But we'll talk about that later. Spoiler alert. But yeah, let me set up in this shirt, man, so they don't think I'm slouching on a job, man. I don't get
Hey
paid to
man.
slouch. But yeah. So that's really what I have for that. Unless you want to piggyback off anything, we'll move
Nah.
on.
I mean, like I said, like I really should have put more thought into it, but to be completely honest, bro, like that really might have been the first time like I really just like sat down and just just thought about like, yo, what the fuck is my like true purpose? Cause it's like
It's fair.
I'm pretty sure some of y'all viewers back home are like me, sitting like watching this is like, yo, like I don't know my true purpose either, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm right with you. So it's like I say that to say like you never really know in this life until you know. You know what I'm saying? Like up until the shot the not the shines the signs show you that like yo like here's where you're supposed to be, like this is where you're supposed to be at, and this is your purpose. Up until life gives you that straightforward sign, you know, but you don't really know at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So that
It's factual
that's kind of the bridge where I'm at right now. But yeah,
as a
man,
fact.
it happens to the best of us. You just can't get mad at it, but you just have to keep trying to figure out like, yo, what your true purpose is. You just have to keep going regardless. So, um, yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have to add for that. Coop, you have anything else to add before we move on to this week's gaming segment, though?
Let's get right into it, bro.
I bet. So, on this week's gaming segment of the HoloBros podcast, we finally have a Modern Warfare 2 release date October 28th, 2022. If you guys are looking forward to Modern Warfare 2, sound off down in the comment section below. As for thoughts on said release date, I really have really no thoughts that we haven't really said before. Um, it hasn't really been much to really like go off of yet. I know that they might be doing a little bit of a teaser next month on June 5th, maybe. Don't quote me on that. Um, but that's pretty much all that I know. In terms of what the campaign is going to be, what the multiplayer is going to be, we still have no information as to what that will be yet. We do know that all of the OG Modern Warfare characters will be coming back. Well, most of them. I know Ghost is coming back. I think Matavish is coming back. Uh, it's like two other characters that's coming back as well. I do not believe if Soap is coming back either. But yeah. So October 28th, Modern Warfare 2. Coop, you have anything else? You have anything to add to that?
Uh, I mean, I don't even know where to start, bro. Modern Warfare, don't do this, bro. Modern Warfare is like one of my favorite gaming. I don't know if you would call it series or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
It's a series.
One of my favorite gaming series ever. Not just Call of Duty, not just. It's one of my favorite gaming series ever. Black Ops is on there too. Halo's on there. Like it's a few games that are on that list for me. So please, please, bro, please don't do this. Call of Duty, please. Modern Warfare 2. Well, first Modern Warfare was good. Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare 2 was good. Modern Warfare 3 was good.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second Modern Warfare was good. I like Modern Warfare. I don't know how y'all felt about Modern Warfare, but
I thought it was
I
pretty good.
like I like Modern Warfare. I like Modern Warfare. And bro, just please don't do this, man. Modern Warfare 2. And y'all got that's my literally my favorite Call of Duty game of all time, Modern Warfare 2. So if y'all make Modern Warfare 2 again, well the name Modern Warfare 2, make it trash.
That might be your last ride, man.
Yeah, I think I'll be done with Call of Duty. I ain't
I
gonna lie
don't
to you.
blame you. I don't blame you. Shit. I think I might be right there with you, but
Yeah, Call of Duty. Also, real quick before you even say something, bro. Call of Duty, this your last strike with me too. Like I've
oh,
been, I don't know about y'all gamers out there, but for me, I've been giving these games. I've been starting to really get these games like literally one more strike and 2K.
done,
They're out of here.
done.
That was their last strike. Madden, come on, man. Like, what are we even talking about? Pack them up. WWE, pack them up too. People like that game. I don't like it. It's cool, but I'm not even gonna get into it. I think we talked about it.
Yeah, we definitely talked
Yeah,
about it.
we talked about it when it dropped. But yeah, y'all know how I feel about WWE. My feelings have not changed. It actually probably growing a little stronger as far as like my dislike for that game. But
Oh,
anyway, long story short, I give these games like after they consistently put out trash, I give them one more chance. After that one more chance, I'm done. You got to do something. You got to do something real crazy to wow me to get me back into these games. And the only
yeah.
way I ever will play these games, but it's really a strong pass, is if somebody buy it for me. Like if I'm game sharing and somebody just buy it for me. But other than that, even if they do that, I don't even want to put that money in their pocket to even want somebody to do that. So no,
Yeah,
it's not happening.
I
But
don't
yeah,
blame
so Modern Warfare, you do this, or Call of Duty, you do this, yeah, you're out of here. You're not getting no more bread from me. So
you. Apparently, they got all hands on deck on Modern Warfare 2, so we gonna
I
see.
hope so, bro. I hope so. Like I said, oh man, yo, Vanguard, man. I know.
Yo, Vanguard was. Don't even get me started. But moving on, man, cause we not even gonna go down this rabbit hole tonight, dog. We got some more Saints Row gameplay, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yo, say I'm gonna put some gameplay. I'm gonna put the gameplay up right here. Yo,
Wait, is here already?
yeah.
Wait, where is it at?
Yo, it's you know what I'm saying? It's right here, dog. You know what I'm
That
saying?
way?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah. So slide it out the
That
way.
way.
No,
Okay.
right here. Yeah. It's right here. It's right here. So, yeah, man. Yo, guys. Saints Row, bro. Yeah. Saints Row. Since we not getting a GTA anytime soon, Saints Row might be the best shit we gonna get in a minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The shit that we could do on that game, the customization, bro. We could buy properties and like get I believe it was like power ups or like skills with buying said properties, bro. And then you
Wait,
could
it's
manage,
Saints Row Monopoly? Oh man.
bro. You could manage your properties. You can like customize your safe houses, bro. And the gameplay actually looks fucking good. Like, bruh, the shooting, it doesn't look like shit. Like it actually, Nah, no
Niggas,
funny shit,
niggas go straight for the shooting. Yo, the shooting on that motherfucker.
bro.
Yeah, yo, but how about the other side? Nah, the shooting on that motherfucker. Let's quit.
Nah, but the shooting though, bruh, bruh, in shooting in video games, if you're a gamer, if you know, you know, the
It's a
shooting
fact.
matters a lot. The gunplay matters a fucking lot in video games. If anybody tells you otherwise, they don't know video games and they don't know what they're talking about. Cause gunplay actually fucking matters. Um, but yeah, bruh, this y'all seeing the gameplay right here, bruh. You have somebody shooting on like laying on top of a car while and shooting on top of a car while the car is moving, dude. Like you can't tell me that shit's not fire. And then they got drop in, drop out co-op at any given moment, and it's untethered. So what that means is, let's say, cause I remember in like Saints Row 2 or 3, you like one of your friends could join you, like join your game, and then let's say if you go inside the customization menu, it would pause their game too. And that shit would be ass. That shit would be ass as fuck. But in this new Saints Row, bro, somebody could drop in. You could go through a menu, customize your character, come back out, and then your mans will still be waiting there on you with a fucking cargo bob helicopter, bro. That shit is hard. Like
Sure.
you can't
Shit.
tell me that shit is not hard. And then when they ready to dip, they could just dip easily without there being an extra ass loading screen, bro. Like you can't tell me that shit's not hard. And then on top of that, you could play on top. You could play through the entire story with your mans, dude. With your mans, bruh. That's fire.
That's hard. That's
That's
hard.
fire.
That's
Like
hard.
Saints Row about to be that shit, bro. Like
That's hard.
and the thing is, it's coming from THQ again. So it's not like it's gonna be some bullshit. Like,
THQ gonna make a comeback too, bro. Take over
oh, bro,
WWE.
they already been making a comeback, bro. THQ Nordic, come on, dog. But the thing
Bro,
is,
they got it.
they
Come on, bro. They got to take over WWE, bro.
they not, they not. You know
They
damn well,
got to.
2K has fucking like what was that, like $300 million. They not, unless THQ coming up with that money, bro. They not giving that shit up.
Niggas like THQ, big.
Hmm. Yeah, bro. Unless THQ Nordic comes up with 500 million dollars, like yo, 2K, let me holler at you for the WWE rights. They not doing that shit, bro. Ain't no way. Only way they doing that is if Saints Row ends up making like $1 billion first day, which I mean that isn't. I'm not saying that's not possible, but Saints Row,
That would be crazy.
nah, it would. But Saints Row doesn't have the same pull that GTA does, unfortunately. And I and
That's
I
a fact.
I wish it was the case, cause Saints Row 1 through 3, amazing titles, amazing ass games, and I wish more people played them. But after that, like 4 and all that shit, it kind of
Nah,
just,
don't do that, cause you was telling me off air your favorite was Get Out of Hell.
yo, get the fuck out of here, dude. Nah, don't. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
He's sick.
We
He's
not.
sick.
We not doing that.
That nigga's sick.
We not.
Nobody. So, cause I
We
be
not.
asking Keyshawn too. Niggas don't want to claim Get Out of Hell.
We do not.
All you
We not
Saints
doing
Row
that.
dudes, y'all don't want to claim Get Out of
We
Hell.
not
Why?
doing that. We're
Why don't y'all
not.
want to claim Get Out of
We're
Hell?
not Coop. We're not doing that. We're not. We're not.
Oh man.
Nah. Gat
Look at
gat.
these Saints Row dudes not being loyal. Look
Look,
at these
bruh.
guys.
Gat out of hell is a game most Central fans do not talk about, cause that's
Why? Be
just
proud. Be proud of your
just
game, bro.
look. This is gat out of hell. Just yeah.
Y'all love.
Just
Don't do that. Y'all love
nah
Get Out of Hell.
nah
Y'all love that shit too.
nah. Just extra stage left, bruh. Just
Yeah.
move. But yeah, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Saints Row. Yeah. I believe, what was it? The release date is August 6th or 5th. I know it's in August. Um,
Did you give the Modern Warfare release date?
yeah, October 28th,
Oh, okay.
2022.
I didn't hear you say it. I didn't hear you say it. I
Yeah,
just wanted to make sure they got that information.
yeah,
My
sure,
bad.
ski. I might have talked too fast, so that might have been on me. But yeah, October
No, you
28th.
good.
October 28th for COD Modern Warfare 2, and early August. I want to say August 5th for Saints Row. But yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much going to do it for this week's gaming topics of the HoloBros podcast. Coop, you have anything else to add before we move on?
Nah, looking forward to both games, man. They look pretty promising, but Modern Warfare 2 don't do this. Call of Duty don't do this, man. Saints Row, I don't really have too many like expectations, which is good. I like going into a game with no expectations because if I'm not pleased, then I didn't have any expectations to go into it. But also, if I am pleased, then I'm like double, like double, like surprised and lit because I didn't even expect it to do anything. So, yeah, looking forward to it, bro. So,
Facts. Cool. You know the people want to need a co-op stream, right?
yeah,
Saints Row. Yeah. Go on,
they might have to get it, man. Might have to
definitely
go
have to get
crazy.
that going. Thing
Might have to
is,
go crazy.
I'm gonna let you know though, cause day one, I don't think I'm gonna be here. I might be in New York, so we're gonna see.
Sound
Um,
like a nigga from New York. Yeah, this nigga,
Alright,
man.
man.
This
Alright.
nigga's crazy.
But moving on.
I just want to know he is from Jersey. I don't know why he's
I
going.
I I am from Jersey.
He is from Jersey.
Look, bruh. I've been watching too many, bruh. I've been watching my
This nigga
guy.
watch too many rap videos.
Nah, I've been watching my boy Mac Resells out in New York, bruh. That nigga, he been going crazy. He been going crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, shouts out to my guy Mac. That dude's a hustler for real. But yeah, man.
shout out to him.
Moving on, shifting our perspective. How important is it nowadays? Because I know, bruh, it's so much that goes on in life, and ultimately, like when it comes to shifting our perspective, when it comes towards certain situations, it's kind of a hard thing to do. So, cool. What's your take on that?
Well, just like you said, like in the open, it's hard to shift your perspective when you don't really have nothing that shifts your perspective. So, like, if you guys notice, a lot of times, like, people will say, "Yo, my perspective really changed when something either drastic happened or something like a major blessing happened." So, like, people be like, "Yo, my perspective changed when I had my first kid," or like when this horrible thing happened to me, or sometimes a life changing experience, like just traveling the world. I don't know if we talked about this. No, I think me and you talked about this off air,
Probably
but
off air.
like just traveling the world can change your perspective when you see, like, especially if you're from America, when you see how things are outside of here, or like if you even see things like how other people live in other countries or stuff like that, and you'll really see like, damn, like we so blessed here, so that changes your perspective. But the
Facts.
main thing about changing your perspective changes your entire life. Now that can be for the good or for the bad, but because we are a positive channel and we speak about positive things, we are only talking about the good. Now, if you want both sides, you can go to another channel for that. No harm, no foul. But we like to focus on the positive things in life, not the negative. So, uh, with the positive side of changing your perspective, what that does is that allows you to see things from a different angle, and that also allows you to be able to attack life differently because you look at life differently. So uh like, prime example, right? You're lazy right now. Let's use an example. You're lazy right now. You don't really like to go to work. You don't like to do nothing. You just want to sleep all day, right? But then you have a kid, and now you understand, like, okay, I can't just live for me now. So I'm not doing this for me. If I was just doing this for me, I would be in my bed just laying down, not doing nothing. But because I have this little one that depends on me, that didn't even ask to be in this world, I gotta go provide for them. So I'm getting up, not for me, for them. So your perspective changes. So then this way you attack life differently. The way you look at life is the way you'll be able to attack life. So another thing too, just besides that, is when you change the lens that you view life in, because there's different lenses you can view the world in. When you change the way you view that in, it gives you more of a different level of understanding, and also a different level of like peace, and allows your mentality to grow way more because you can see life from different lenses. Like how I say on the podcast, I think I said it a couple times on here. Some people like to think of the glass half full or half empty. I
Mm-hmm.
like to think of there's something still in the glass, so there's an opportunity to fill it up again. You know what I'm saying? There's opportunity to get something from this glass, even if you can't fill it up. There's opportunity to get something from this glass. But that's because I changed the view on life. You know what I'm saying? While everybody's so focused on the glass half empty, half full, focus on the fact that you got something in that glass. There's somebody else that's next to you, probably don't even have nothing in the glass, not even a drop. You know what I'm saying? So when you change that aspect, you'll be more peaceful. You'll be better off just mentally, and also you'll be able to attack life differently from a just a business perspective or just an overall life perspective. Like things that you normally wouldn't want to do or things that you didn't even know you could do start to be able to do and achieve because you see things differently. You know what I'm saying?
That
So like
ass.
now we'll get more in depth into our own personal experiences, but like for right now, we didn't think we would be able to do this podcast or do like Twitch or drop our own merch for D2R or start our own gaming group or whatever. We've been talking about it for a while, but we've never seen life from the perspective of the fact that we could do it. You know what I'm saying? So just something as simple as that, just changing our focus to that, just really affected and really had a major impact on our lives. But we'll get more into that later. Wizzy, what do you have for me, man?
Uh, honestly, bro, yo, like I said in the opening, bro, shifting your perspective isn't. It's not easy. Like, it's not even something that you could really like force. Like Coop said, it's really something that ultimately when you change your perspective on something, most times than not, you change your perspective when you're going through something traumatic or when you're going through something life changing. Whether
Yeah,
that be good, bad, or indifferent. Like who said, we're going to be focused on the good parts, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes when you have to change your perspective, it's like, yo, like I kind of just went through some fucked up shit. I mean, that's just the way life works, and it's trash. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying. When you shift your perspective, you often shift your perspective in such a way where you kind of see things in it, like Coop said, in a different lens from some maybe from somebody else's shoes. Maybe you know what I'm saying. You you see it from a different angle from as which you couldn't have seen it before. Like I know, bro. I know growing up, like there was a few times where my perspective definitely changed to the point where it was like, bruh, knowing that I could have a avoided something or B, you know what I'm saying, I could have made something work and I didn't believe in myself at the time. And when I did, ultimately ended up changing my perspective and my outlook on how I seen that certain thing. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just made everything clearer and it made everything just, you know what I'm saying, falling into its own self in such a way. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you shift your perspective, it's not forced. Like you can't, oh, I'm gonna just switch the perspective today. Nah, like it's either somebody really has to bring that to your attention or something often brings that to your attention as well. So, you know what I'm saying? You just can't force it. Like you just can't you really just can't like just oh, do I'm gonna just do this one thing, or I'm gonna just shift it in such a way where eh, here's how I'm feeling today. Nah, it doesn't really work like that. So it
yeah,
it
that's a fact.
it naturally it often comes naturally, and then that's when it just the flips or not the flips, the switch just clicks. But yeah, man. I know that often leads, or that's going to lead into the next topic, and that's when was there a time when your perspective changed, Coop?
For me, there was a few times, but for me, damn, I don't know, a specific time. I want to say, um, just when I started writing down like 10 things I was grateful for each day. Like I've talked about that before on a previous podcast. Once again, that's a theme on here. What we speak about things we spoke about before, but just maybe a little more in depth, or just building upon those, like we always say. But pretty much when I started writing down the things I was grateful for, I started looking around like, damn, I got mad things to be grateful for. So I started just looking at life and just seeing things for what they were, but also more so, like I just said, like just looking at things from the perspective of my worst day, somebody is praying for it. And the same thing goes for you out there. On your worst day,
Mhm.
somebody is praying for your worst day.
Yep.
Not praying that you have your worst day, but they're praying that they can have like their best day would be your worst day.
Mhm.
They're praying for that. The day that you like, yo, this is the worst day of my life. Somebody is actively praying for that. So
Yep.
just keep that in mind. Like that's one thing that is really a perspective changer. Like I was trying to say, and what I was saying in the last topic, like that it gives you more of a peace of mind because even when you like complaining about something, man, stop crying. That's why I be having to tell my like, shut up, bro. You worried about this? Somebody like there's people that gotta walk like 5 miles back and forth with buckets
Mhm.
on their head so they could get water for their family. Like, can you imagine that? Right? You complaining because this the girl that you wanted didn't call you back, bro. You know somebody in Africa right now or some in other country that be like, wait. Like you know that meme back in the day where the kid would be like, so you're telling me the little African kid,
Yeah.
right? That's what I think of, right? So like you're telling me you could just walk to your kitchen or your bathroom, do like this, and then water comes out, and then it doesn't stop until you do this. You shut
Mhm.
it off,
Mhm.
and you complaining because Susie ain't text you back?
Yep.
Nigga, be gone. Talking about you
Yeah.
peasant. Get out of here, you bum. Like
Yeah.
because if I was one of them dudes, I would say that. Whoa, you got running water. You don't have to walk 5 miles with a gallon on your head to go get water. You could just literally go to
Mhm.
the sink and. But you were what?
Yep.
Snake out of here, man. So, man, look, like I'm being funny, but like still, like you got to really look at things from certain perspective to really elevate your mind, and it really keeps you at peace because even on your worst day, you really understand how blessed and how grateful you still should be. Well, how blessed you are and how grateful you should be is what I'm trying
Yep.
to say. But like, yeah, so that's one of the things. Like, writing 10 things down that I'm grateful for, and you should try it if you have it out there. Every day, try to
That's.
write 10 things down that you're grateful for, and then each day switch them up. So don't just
Mhm.
keep writing the same thing because you'll start to see like maybe after a while you'll start thinking long and hard about damn what else is in my grave like. So that really allows you to soul search because the first couple days is like it's easy because it's like the big stuff like thank you for my parents or whatever you say, right? But then after a while when you start having to really dig down deep, like you don't really think about the fact that you're grateful that you have taste buds. You're grateful like for people that had COVID before, right? And they lost their taste, their sense of taste or their sense of smell. Like you don't realize what you have till you lose it. That's when people, because we just go around all
Yep.
day like there's niggas go around all day tasting shit. Pause. Like y'all niggas just anything like candy, anything, right? You taste the toothpaste, whatever, right? And you don't even think twice about it. But when it's gone, when everything you eat tastes like hand sanitizer, then that's when it's like, damn, yo, this is the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
But because you can't taste them, or when you can't smell nothing, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, long story short, you don't really think about what you don't have. I mean, you don't really think about what you have until you don't have it. So, shift your perspective, and that's really my story, or one of my stories. It's a lot, but one of the main things that really shifted my perspective was being having that gratitude and really figuring out like damn I'm way like I got way more than I even think about on a conscious level. So
Facts.
without me rambling too much, Weezy, what do you have for me, boss man?
Uh, honestly, I want to say like I have a few too. I know when I had went to Cali last year.
But yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that really shifted my perspective because when I went down there, or not down there, but when I went out there was a lot of there was a lot of homeless people out there, bro. So it's like it in such a way it like shifted my mentality on how I looked at everything. Cause when you know what I'm saying, when I went out there to Cali to do that to do what I went to do or whatever, and I was out there just walking the streets on my own, bro. Like I want to say like almost every other corner there was a homeless person, and that like I kind of in a way it shifted my perspective, and like you, like I was just grateful for everything, like grateful for just me having a roof over my head, having the moms that I do, having a brother that I do, and just like just being able to have some form of shelter. Because
Facts.
when you see that, and just like just homeless camps, and I mean just like homeless camp here,
Yeah.
another homeless camp down the street, it's just like, dude, like a lot of these people are going through it rough, bro. And like you said, those people going through it rough, they will literally pray for your worst day, because why wouldn't they? They're
Like
they,
that's a
they're
fact.
they're like, you know what I'm saying, they don't have really a stable shelter over their heads. They don't really have some stable clothes on their backs, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point in even complaining about the little shit? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It doesn't. It really doesn't make any sense, because it's third world countries, bruh. Niggas is still going through war, believe it or not, and those people will pray for your worst day. And that's not to say that they want to be on some negative shit, but it's just the compare and contrast for what you have. And if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you guys have some form of electronics watching this. So it's like, compare yourself to the third world countries who don't even have the ability to access the internet. You just have to think, bro, like it's really no room for us to complain, but you know what I'm saying, we're humans, so we're just naturally complainers regardless. But like, just to say, like, just it's all about flipping the perspective, bro. It's all about just seeing things from a different lens, and just having a clearer view in what you want to do, bro. And just like not allowing yourself to be consumed by these first world problems, because at the end of the day, these first world problems are what? First world problems. They're going to end up going away in a week, if that, few days, if that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So
Like
a lot of these problems are minuscule if you really want to put it into perspective. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just all about how you guys perceive things, and don't don't allow yourself to be just stuck in one perspective box, but more so allow yourself to be teachable, be coachable, and allow yourself to have empathy for one another. So,
that's a
um
fact.
yeah, man, that's pretty much my story. Just when I went to Cali, it just made me more grateful than I am today. So, or made me grateful for what I am today. That was the proper terminology for that. But yeah, Coop, you have anything else to add before we move on, my boy?
Nah, I just wanted to say real quick, like what you said at the end, bro. Like niggas be complaining, like niggas be complaining because your boss yelled at you at work. Nigga, it's people that like, come on, dog. It's people that's countries is getting bombed. Like people's schools is getting bombed. Like, stop.
That's what
And
I'm
you,
saying.
you mad because your car didn't start on the first try. Shut up. Like seriously, like I was mad because my people was I wasn't finding an apartment quick enough. Nigga, shut up. Shut up. Like,
It's not for people that can even get apartments.
shut up. Like, you're in a position where you can even afford and qualify for an apartment. Nigga, shut up,
Hmm.
goofball.
That's a fact.
And for
That's
those
a
that don't know,
fact.
I'm talking to myself. I'm not calling y'all goofballs. I'm talking to myself.
Hey,
I
let
don't know. People like, damn, like you call me a goofball. No, I'm talking to myself.
oh
If you didn't
man.
understand, I'm pretty sure I made that clear, so y'all
Yeah.
already know that. But just in case, I mean,
Like
I
like
don't want y'all to be like, oh damn, he disrespected us and shit, man. Fuck this nigga,
nah.
man.
Like Coop said, bro. This podcast is we're pretty much talking to ourselves too. So we're gonna be doing that. But yeah, that's so. Moving on to the last and final topic of this week's episode of the HoloBros podcast.
Love y'all, man, but it's about damn time. As y'all can see, I'm in here yawning. It's late. I got to work
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we gonna
It's,
make this quick. We
it's
gonna make this
about
quick.
damn time, man. Now we gonna get them the content though. We ain't I mean,
Nah, that's a fact. That's
however
a
long
fact.
it takes for the fans, man. Well, not the fans, for our supporters. I don't even want to call y'all fans.
Nah, that's a fact.
Supporters.
Y'all definitely are supporters. But
Peeps.
focusing on the little things, I know we spoke about this our last pod with video games and how the little things matter, but bro, even just outside of video games, bro, the little things always fucking matter. Do not let do not let anybody tell you otherwise, because they are steering you down the wrong path. Because mo more times than not, people will acknowledge the little things more than the bigger shit, and that's just facts. Because bro, it could be some little, like, let's say viewers at home, you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, significant other, whatever. Let's say you buy them flowers every day, right? That's something that you built to do. You know what I'm saying? You did that every day, got them flowers every day ever since y'all started talking or whatever. Boom. The one day that you don't, your significant other, they will realize that. They will see that, they will take note of that, and they will acknowledge that and be like, yo, something ain't right. So I say that to say, like, those little things can really add up into becoming bigger shit. So it's just focusing and acknowledging the little things that you do in this life ultimately have a bigger impact on the people around you and how people tend to see you and interact with you. So always keep that in mind. It's never good to just slide past the little things like they're just nonchalant, they don't really mean nothing, when in all reality, bro, we're human. We're going to notice the little things. We're going to notice everything that often goes on. So you don't want to just put some little shit to the side, because that's inevitably going to hurt you in the long run. So, Coop, what do you think, bro?
Well, just like you said, the little things count. And if you look at the really successful people, whether that be in business, uh, like sports, and just in life in general, bro. Even as like even successful parents or successful partners and spouses or whatever, the little things is what keep everything together. The little
Facts.
things are a lot of times more important than the big things because the little things add up more like in more of a group than the big things combined, whatever, right? So with all that being said, if you look at here's what I like to do. I like to study the greats. I like to study those that I aspire to be like in some way, shape, or form. And I like to see what they do. So all the really successful people, like for example, Easy's favorite player is Kobe Bryant. One thing about Kobe Bryant, besides his insane work ethic, rest in peace to the legend too, and Gigi and everybody else that was on that flight. But one thing about Kobe, besides his insane work ethic, is the little details. He the just the smallest details he mastered it. So
Facts.
when it came down to that clutch shot at the end of the game, he's already mastered those minute details in such a way that he can get that shot off, and it's almost like a defender's not even there. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like an open shot for him, or like little things like that, or just business. Like you have guys like like the top guys that are out there, like the Elons and the Jeff Bezos and like those type of dudes, right? Just as far as the business world, not even necessarily their ethical practices and things like that, because a lot of times those guys are shady. But just as far as businessmen go, we can't deny that they are very successful businessmen, and they have mastered the smallest details. So the reason why you may not be where you're at is because you continuously ignore the small details, because you always say, which a lot of us say at times, like, yeah, that's not really that important. Like, I'm worried about the bigger things, like
Yep.
like things like that. But instead of focusing on those smaller things, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, YouTube, right? A title goes a long way, a thumbnail goes a long way, but to others, that's a small thing. A lot of people just want to focus on the video itself because that's a bigger thing, or the edits, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the title, that's a small thing. Even the edits have their own little minute things that can really take a video to the next level or make the video bad. if it's not there or if it's too much, or you know what I'm saying. So long story short, focus on the little things. The little things matter. Don't just worry about, oh well, the bigger details is gonna be what does it. So the smaller things, don't really want it. You can keep that shit, right? But focus on the bigger things, because I mean the smaller things. Sorry, I'm misspeaking. Focus on the smaller things, because the smaller things is what's gonna take what you're doing to the next level. Because you gotta think about it. I'm gonna close out with this. Everybody focuses on the bigger things because they're the most noticeable things, right? To everybody's eyes, those are the eye grabbers. But the thing that separates you from the others are the little things, because not many people really focus and try to master the minute details and the minute segments of that particular business or that sport or whatever. So that is what's going to separate you, because at the end of the day, like Weezy said, people notice that. Like how we talked about with the gaming, we notice as a gamer, you can know when a game really cares because they get the little things right.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing if you are really like if you have a really good ear for music, you can tell when a song is produced right, when the artist cares about the song because they did the little things right about the song, whether that be the vocals, the late like the what's his face, the what am I trying to say? Like the background vocals, things like
Oh,
that.
like the
Like
layering type
yeah, the
shit.
layering, yeah, like the vocal layering, stuff like that. Like things like that really go a long way for the producer and things like that. Like long story short, you guys know what I'm saying. The little things matter. So always keep that in mind. Don't try to take shortcuts and cut corners, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to pay for that. You're gonna have to pay for everything you do, whether it be good or bad. So try to make sure you got a good payment coming back to you. So
100%. 100%. Sure, niggas just spoke shit up. Niggas just spoke shit up this episode, man. But honestly, Coop, you said some real shit though, bro. Cause yo, this is it's a lot of shit. Which growing up, I wish I would have focused on a little shit more. But it is what it
all right,
is. It's
live and you learn, dog.
yeah,
Now we get to share our experience with the viewers, man, the
nah, it's a
supporters, and
fact.
help them out, help them learn from our mistakes. We'll be your crash test dummies, man.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a Fendi. But
Use us as your crash test dummies, man.
yeah, just learn from us. Be coachable, be teachable. Um,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Be emotionally available. Don't let anybody just back y'all down. Make sure y'all stay tact. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna do it for this week's episode. But before we close out, make sure you guys please like, comment, and subscribe and share this thing out with all y'all motherfucking friends. It helps us out in the long run dearly, and we appreciate y'all 100%. Um, yeah. I think like we say every week, you know what I'm saying, as long as you can help out one of y'all, you know what I'm saying, it goes a long way. Just one. That's all we aim to, that's our goal. That's pretty much our goal for every week. As long as we help out one of y'all. Um
Fact.
Look, we like to thank y'all for always joining in, for always supporting us, tuning in, you know what I'm saying, with the likes, subs, all that. We appreciate it. That ass, like it that ass helps this channel grow. And it actually does a lot more than some of y'all may think. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if y'all just tuned in for 5 seconds, a minute, shit, the whole hour and a half, still appreciate y'all. So,
Facts.
Coop, you have anything else to add before we get up out of here, my boy?
Nah, like my guy said, man, even the smallest things count, even when it comes to this. Like the smallest, even if you view this for 5 seconds, it was like, man, these niggas stink. And you didn't even get to this message right here. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Like he said too, like, share, subscribe. We're gonna keep coming back. We're gonna keep coming back to back these videos, man. If y'all see me next week, God willing, it's in a whole new setup, or y'all may just see me
Sure.
holding the phone up for like an hour 30, which is cool. Or having to understand, whatever. We gonna figure it out though. We'll let y'all know, or y'all just see it when y'all see it. Surprise you. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Coop,
It's been your boy Weezy, dog.
and we up out of here, man. I'm going to sleep, man.
It's been the motherfucking HoloBros, dog. I think I'll see y'all next week. Bye.